man, I've made so many videos like for for a while. It's pretty crazy. And I got a really good friend on YouTube. His name is Eric, and his channel is called Eric Loves Christ. He's super cool. He's LDS. But yeah, he's got some really cool beliefs, I'd say. It's not that his beliefs are cool. His beliefs are cool, but he's definitely got some interesting. He's got an interesting perspective, and he's definitely got some interesting thoughts. So it's pretty cool. I really like talking about things with people like that, and it's really nice because he's actually responded to like 3 of my videos now. Like made I think it's called a response video, or reaction video, where he's watched it and plays it and then reacts to it in real time. It's just so really cool. And if I had the technology, or if I was able to do that a little easier, I would do that more. Maybe I need to explore that. But yeah, I'm super thankful. It's nice to be able to make videos and like share my thoughts, and it's cool to know that people are actually interested, or I know that the things I'm saying are great, not tooting my own horn. I know that it's the truth. A lot of the things I'm saying is like really the truth. But it's really cool. I guess I'm just trying to say that I'm thankful I can make videos, and I'm also thankful that the reservoir has not run out. Like, I feel a little empty, honestly, but as far as like having something totally like substantive to share. But I do and I don't, because like as soon as I start making videos, it just kind of comes out of nowhere. That's crazy. Psychopath driver. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to be able to make videos, and I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that I don't bore you. I hope that it's a pleasant experience watching. And I imagine it must be, because otherwise you guys wouldn't watch. But unless you guys are just all sick in the head. No. But yeah, I had a thought today I wanted to share earlier. I was having this thought. I'm out here door dashing today. Well, I'm not door dashing anymore. I just finished like a half an hour ago, and I haven't door dashed at all this week. I've been working for my friend John, working on a dock project of redecking a dock, which means taking the boards off and putting new boards down. It's very out of my element, physical labor, and just out of my element atmosphere. Everything about it is pretty much out of my element. And I also went to the gym on Thursday. Today's Saturday, and I wasn't sore Thursday. I wasn't sore Friday. I am sore today, Saturday. Like, oh my gosh, my legs above my knees are sore. My hips are kind of sore. The muscle along the inner side of my quads is sore. Like the inner side of my thigh is sore muscle. My elbow on this side is sore. It's pretty crazy, honestly. I was telling my friend Matt, who I go to the gym with, about it, and he's like, yeah, it's called delayed onset muscle soreness. He's like, it's a real thing, and he sent me a thing. I was like, oh shoot. And yeah. But long story short, I haven't been out here door dashing. But something I want to share. I just want to share this thought. It's a very special, beautiful thought. So while I've been door dashing and along my way, like, let's just say literally throughout life in the past few years, but more specifically like this past month, and more specifically like the past few weeks. What I meant to say was more specifically this year, but more specifically like the past few months, I've noticed it's been a gradual process. And my friend Billy was describing this last night when he was talking about how, you can look back over the progress you've made, and like as a member in the church, and where you've come from and how far you've how far you've come and how much you've grown, and you can see it. It's really true. It's really true, and it's really cool. And but what I wanted to say is I have seen life change before my eyes. It's very, very, very interesting. I feel like I have been going at a pace that's comfortable for me. And that's why I've struggled. One of the reasons why I've struggled with the doc job for a bit, because it's been like, it's not something I'm used to, and it's been it's been a test of patience and endurance. Because, let's see, it's been so grueling hot. It's been so grueling hot outside. It's just been a test of patience. It's just been like, I don't have the physical stamina for this. And I ran out of vitamins, and I haven't gotten more vitamins. I actually got new vitamins, and they melted in my car because they're like the gummy kind. They melted, so now they're useless. So I've been off of vitamins for a while. My body's been feeling it. Took vitamins for one day, and then the vitamins got ruined. Gotta get some more of those soon, like today. Today. But yeah, it's just been crazy. But what I'm trying to say is that I've seen a difference. I've been able to see life move and change before my eyes. And I want to say something. It's really, really beautiful. And I know that that's not everybody's perspective. But I'm going to tell you what I've seen. And this is at least true in my world. And the things this is actually true. And that doesn't mean that other things aren't true too. It doesn't invalidate. Just because I'm telling you that things are good doesn't mean that things are also bad. Because things are also bad. Definitely. Things are definitely bad in a lot of different ways. But what I'm going to be focusing on here is the good. I've been seeing it. And it's been really, really awesome. It's been hard to kind of put into words, but I've just seen it. It's kind of hard to explain. I've just seen it and felt it. And I feel like wherever I go, I know that I carry a light because I have the Holy Spirit with me, and I have a testimony of the truth, and I'm carrying a lot of truth with me everywhere I go. And that's a really huge blessing. And it's also something that anybody can have if they put the work in. You can definitely have it too. Reading the scriptures, paying attention to the words of modern prophets and apostles, doing some studies on some different things. But anyway, I've just noticed the world around me, I've noticed life around me, and I've noticed people around me all getting better. Things not breaking down and falling apart, but things actually getting better. And it's a very tricky thing because there's like a universal principle they say that is like, if you focus on the negative, that's what you will perpetuate. If you focus on the good, that's what you'll perpetuate. So whatever you focus on grows is what this concept says. And I think it is true. I think there's some truth to it. I think there's definitely more to it than that, but we are kind of like multipliers or energizers or magnifiers. Whatever we focus on grows pretty much. And so, but it's interesting because not everything it's not all hearts and rainbows. And sometimes just because and this is the other part of that is, just because negativity exists doesn't mean that you should ignore it. It doesn't mean that you should only focus on the positive. That's a tricky thing. And it's a tricky thing, and it does depend on your own personal philosophy, what you think is important to do. Because sometimes, for what it's worth, you need to focus on the negative so that you can deal with it, address it, and get it out of the way, right? Because you don't want to dwell in negativity, you don't want to exist in negativity, right? Pain, suffering, sorrow. You don't want to exist in that. You want to get better, right? Because real talk, do you really want to live in pain, suffering, and sorrow? No. I can answer that for you. I can answer that because I know what most people would say, and I know how generally everyone feels about that. The answer is no. But in order to not live in that, you kind of have to deal with it sometimes. My friend made a post saying, and this is taking some energy to share, and I know it's worth it because this is actually really good stuff, and I hope it really benefits you. But I had a friend post a picture, and in the caption it said, "Just focus on the positive." The picture was a picture of a cup full of ice cream, but there was bugs and cockroaches crawling all over the top. But the caption says, "Just focus on the positive." It's like, exactly, that's not how life works. If you just focus on the positive, you're ignoring the negative. It takes two to tango. You need both. If you didn't know what negative was, you wouldn't be able to appreciate positive, and vice versa. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I just wanted to mention that I've been seeing things get really much better. I've been seeing, I think, the frequency of energy, or the spirit of things, you could say. Kind of like the frequency, I think, or the vibration, pretty much like the frequency. I've been seeing it improve. I've been seeing so many really great things go on. It starts from it being a difficult day, and I'm trying to make money, and it's hot and sweaty. And I go into this place and have small talk with the cashier, and he's nice, and I'm nice, and he doesn't know me, and I don't know him, but we have a conversation about nothing, basically, but just a conversation. And then I come back another day, and he's there again, and now he notices me, and now he knows me, and I know him because we recognize each other. And the atmosphere is a little different. It's a little cooler outside. It feels a little better. I'm not as stressed. Things are a little better. Fast forward to today. Come in, the store is all nice and laid out differently. They did a little remodel, and it's beautiful. And he was there, and he was just happy, and it was good vibes. And there was another lady there, and she was happy. And she had good vibes. I've spent a lot of time where I feel like I'm the only one. I'm the only one generating positive energy. Sometimes, and that's I felt that way sometimes, and I feel like that's a really hard position to be in, because you feel really, really lonely, and it's a lot of work. And it's hard when you have to do all the work, or you have to do all the work, And lately I've been seeing that I'm not the only one generating positive energy. I feel like I have planted seeds, and I feel like there are people have picked up what I've put down, and it's really, really cool. And these people are doing their own thing, and they're happy and joyful, and it's really, really awesome. So I just want to give you that bit of good news. If you think things are getting worse, if you think things are falling apart, I want to give you some peace and some hope, and tell you that that is not always true. That's not totally true, because there's more than that. There's more going on than just that. And that is actually that things are getting better, which is great. Which doesn't nullify the fact that things are getting worse in certain ways as well. It's crazy how things can both be getting worse and better at the same time. Very, very interesting how that works, but it's true. And it just depends what you're looking at, right? But it's very, very interesting. I just wanted to share the positivity. I've had a really great. It's been a nice day so far. It's been a special morning, and I think I learned a little bit something new this morning that really kind of threw me for a loop. And my girlfriend, she's so good at this, and I get so confused because I'm just not perfect. I'm trying to figure things out. But I had a plan in my head about today, right? And is today going to go the way I planned? No. Does it ever go the way you planned? Not really. Not exactly. Not exactly, at least. And so I'm learning to go with the flow more. And something interesting happened this morning. I was going to wake up early and go door dashing, and then work until I needed to go see my girlfriend and my friend an hour and a half away. And I got a message this morning. I slept in a little bit, and I was feeling really muscularly sore, like I said, and so I'm dealing with that. But I slept in a little bit. I got up around 8:07, 8:05, something like that. My alarm was for 7:45. No big deal. But feeling a little sluggish starting out this morning. Excuse me. Not feeling the same energy that I was feeling just to wake up and go get it and go do it. The energy I felt did not necessarily match my plans I'd made. And I get a text message from my dad, and we were supposed to have dinner this past week, or we were trying to have dinner this past week, and he was going to tell me about his schedule, and he never got back to me. And so he asked me today, and it's funny because he's not the kind of person who you can kind of just randomly reach out to and be like, hey, you want to go to dinner tonight? He would, likelihood, he needs notice. He's one of those people that you have to kind of like make plans with, because he doesn't do a lot of random stuff, so to speak, and that's just the way his life is, and that's more and more how my life is too. So we didn't go to dinner, and he asked me this morning, hey, what are you up to today? And I was like, dang, you know, I could have totally gone to dinner with you, and I guess I can today, but I also don't think I can, because I already have plans that kind of make that difficult. And it's just interesting how it works, how when the moment presents itself and it's like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? And you're like, oh shoot, it's really about what I want to do. Wow, I get to choose. Wow, what a treat. You know, it doesn't always feel like that, so when it does, it's a treat. But yeah, so I told him I was busy today, and he said, yeah, no worries. And he's like, well, we can plan for next week. And I was like, yes, let's do that. And so yeah, and then so I set out on the road to go to said town 45 minutes away, which brought me closer to where I needed to go to see my girlfriend. And I was going to go DoorDash over in that area, got my breakfast, and then my cousin calls me. He doesn't ever call me, he's always busy working, and just, I'm not used to him calling me. He calls me and he's asking me what I'm up to, and I'm like, oh, because he wants to get together if we have time. And I was like, oh shoot, there's a trend happening here. People want to do stuff with me. What a great feeling, really great feeling. And it's really, really, really nice, and I really, really, really enjoy that. It's just a blessing all the way around. But anyway, I wasn't gonna hang out with him because I had plans and everything. But I decided, I was like, well, I think I'm just gonna. I said, you know what? Actually, I can change my plans a little bit. I don't have to DoorDash. Which was a little act of faith, because I needed to DoorDash for money. I'm not broke, but I have bills, and I don't have enough to pay all my bills right now, but I can, if I just stick to the plan, I'll continue to make the money I need to make, be able to pay my bills accordingly, as long as I stick to the plan, basically, and continue working, putting one foot in front of the other, continue to work, continue. After Sunday, after today, and so I was like, yeah, and so let's meet up for lunch. I don't have to hang out with my girlfriend and friend until like 3:30, so let's meet at lunchtime. And then it turns out he's going to treat me to lunch. I'm like, what? He's got gift cards and stuff, and like, what? This is amazing, And so it's just really, really cool. I'm not even that hungry, but it's great to see him. It's going to be great to see him. So I'm on my way there to him. So the page I'm trying to take out of my girlfriend's book is that things don't necessarily go according to plan. And so you kind of have to go with the flow. And you kind of have to just let things happen. And I was getting a little frustrated with her. And I've been frustrated with her off and on, which is kind of silly when I think about it. I try not to be frustrated with her at all. Because it's kind of annoying to me to be frustrated with her. But even though sometimes it is frustrating, and even though I do have true feelings that are frustrated, because I'm like, dude, what the heck? Like, you want to do this thing, so why don't you just make it happen? You're acting like you can't do it. And she's like, well, this happened, and we can't do it because of this, and I totally forgot about this, I'm running late about this, And part of me is frustrated and is like, dude, why can't you just do it? Like, why? Why can't you just do it, But to her point, it's more so about you have to be flexible, which I think is what I need to be more of, right? I think I need to be more flexible and less inflexible. So, yeah, it's very interesting, very interesting. But anyway, there's just some thoughts that I wanted to share this morning, some things I've been experiencing and dealing with, and not in a bad way, but just, things going on. It's not been so bad. It's been actually pretty good. Lots of really good things. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching this morning. And I hope that this video inspires you. I hope it clicks with a lot of the thoughts that you have. I hope it's maybe helped push you along your way to help you get to where you need to be. Or at least maybe jump-started your thinking in a certain direction. Maybe. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know about what you think about this video. Let me know about like what you're doing and stuff, if that's not too much to ask. And you feel comfortable sharing. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.